Antoinette Vella Payne has been published in the Haight Ashbury Literary Journal and the 2018 Sacred Grounds Anthology. As a Course in Miracles student for nearly 40 years, many of Antoinette's poems reflect humanity's spiritual connections to the divine consciousness, as well as serendipitous events that make life interesting. Sit back and let her take you through wordplay in her stream of consciousness style verse that shares her personal stories and other reflections. Hopefully, they will stimulate some memories of your own. Please welcome Antoinette Vella Payne.
Wow, what an incredible evening. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'm just really honored to be here among you. This first one is called Leave Miracle Making. So it's leave miracle making to the one waiting on welcome, willing to hold space. My soulmate sea, cold pressed days settles into crevices, blowing seed to bubble, walking the blue-green vastness, calling out to be heard, listening through ether for trusted guidance. Intention manifested, dissolving skin. I am spirit, rocking ages of ages, cosmic spray above the light, leaving time behind, linear travel between conductors, those who use miracles for themselves, extended to others without regard to size, large or small matters not at all. Only self-acceptance leads to awareness of reality, reparations requiring nothing more than truth as minor inducement. To throw that first stone, St. Stephen got it right, dispelling illusions about how not to do this life. Fear of death, a misplaced hostage for effervescent exhilaration, telling ourselves superiority is a thing. I'm floating like in a dream, further past shore's edge, cast about to pounding heart, waves walk right through me. My function. Forgive the world for all the errors I have made, missed the mark on so many days in so many ways. Slipping into a sleeping bag on sidewalk in doorway, rubbing extremities for heat, wishing for recognition. Does God know who I am? He who is myself, together one sun, separations denied. Forgetting who we are, bumbling about in a fog, yet trusting life's flow, certain of something beyond. Society's laws that make new rules, parents of trans children criminalized, every woman's freedom about her pregnancy waived without her consent. To know who we are when we can't see eye to eye. Laws of nature and change open to discovery. Salvation's unlikely miracle. As spiritual receiver, science compels research of microbes, cells, bodybuilding mavericks, split labor, multiple DNA found in sponge and protozoa, makes or breaks us in familiar ways, declare greed evil, call inclusion kind, religion is the dope dealer, making me feel good for nothing, wanting to believe we are one with creation, winding our way up steep streets, moving further from the truth, eternally grateful for all aspects of life. Promises of limitless power and of peace, ride with me under branches shadowed by moonlight, armed in crystal, spoken word wands, brushing a secret film, covering the world's nonsense, learning to see our bare feet, four corners warned. In wait, we whisper, revelations congealed. Deliverance comes from my one self, lessons learned in doubt, running after horizons, smoky allure, royal red skies, reflections, found lizards, their eyelids sewn, poultice made of crumbs, powder pounded from teeth and nails left to dry, formed from multiple religions, beating the same drum, being in awe of astronomy, biology, ecology, physics, sciences exalted and sublime. If it's monuments you want, look around you. Wondrous worlds behold. I like reading this one. This one is a poem. It's called In the Air, and it goes down and then it goes back up. And I really enjoy reading it. So I'm going to read it for you this evening. It's called In the Air. Worldwide burden heavy with anguish, unseen spirit bodies clamor, parallels to fetus quickening, letting her know life flutters adjacent. No matter the sequence, grab your share, handling your talent's profit where joy resides. Why hold back, watching glittered hands create an instant of this private passion, feeling grounded in the unfurling, songbirds creating space under wings flung wide, pushing clouds into pictures imagined from below, holding ground where invincible, wanderers finding presence elusive, flirtations with ideas and memories, clinch world events into place. Small daily tasks give substance to time blown out of proportion, like an artist's thumbnail in retrospect. Can you see past your own identity, this face that looks like many, yet its own never seen straight out? Myself locked inside perceived needs, always only trying. Outcomes occur by accident or faith. Reality sets in when breath is all I need. In the air. When breath is all I need, reality sets in. Outcomes occur by accident or faith, always only trying. Myself locked inside perceived needs, yet its own never seen straight out. This face that looks like many, can we see past our own identity? Like an artist's thumbnail in retrospect, blown out of proportion, give substance to time, small daily tasks, clinch world events into place, flirtations with ideas and memories, wanderers finding presence elusive, holding ground, we're invincible. Imagined from below, pushing clouds into pictures under wings flung wide, songbirds creating space, feeling grounded in the unfurling, an instant of this private passion, watching glittered hands create. Why hold back where joy resides? Handling your talent's profit, grab your share, no matter the sequence, letting her know life flutters adjacent, parallels to fetus quickening, unseen spirit bodies, clamor, worldwide burden heavy with anguish in the air. This is called Falling. Cold, dark January, wake up smelling early morning drizzle. Someone burning overcast skies, speed checked Akashic records tied to seasonal aromas in rural lands. Camped near Big Sur, tarot cards by firelight shaping life's trajectory before divorce was real. Pulled the death card, benevolent, premeditated, new beginnings, shared in childhood recollections, dimming memories, sincerity, driving over the bridge, the one that fell in 1989, peering over its edge into society's prism, like acacia's yellow bloom growing underwater, where intuition wells up behind your beautiful eyes, recalling our past lives together. And I move this to a little shorter one right now. It's called, well, it's a dark green pine shoots straight up, no clouds in sight, expansive blue, listening to trucks beat blocks away, sirens surge ahead. On a distant park bench, imagine drums beat where wind pushes leaves up and out past church's dark velour. Massive fortress doors open to bliss, blazing light. Truth be told, face flushed, we gaze on high. 15 crows gather, frantic flutters. They balance the wind, perched on a branch. This is called Talking Volcanoes with Hector. A street person here in the Haight. Ruptured crust where hot lava, volcanic ash, gases move through obsidian chamber below surface, underwater. Kealua, an ever-constant ascent like killer whale spray, Vesuvio Romas, where they grow slender tomatoes sandwiched with soft cheese on hard bread. We play with snakes, alligators, ants, bee stings shoot right through us at Panama's jungle warfare training center for survival. Decades forward, Golden Gate Park bench, 2 blue jays know his gait. He tries to whistle to them with no teeth. They whisper back, "Hey, lizard man, truth is not forgetting who we are, where we come from. Your Puerto Rico homecoming recalled like leapfrog in the good old days, homeward bound, your place held dear in yearning forth, reminiscent past and now present. Si monumentum requiri circumspecie. If it's monuments which you require, just look around you." Epitaph of Christopher Wren, 1723, St. Paul's Cathedral. And just for a little variety, this is called American History. It's relatively new, current. The American Instructor Book of 1734 taught colonial citizens the 3 R's, care for horses' hooves, and how to early abort. Herbal concoctions stolen from the indigenous and Negro slaves, white script claimed authorship, widely read in multiple editions, fixing the problem of missed menses, natural, necessary, available to all in Ben Franklin's American Instructor Book. No talk of fetus rights, let alone women's freedom. Prevention's advice, turn away from pretty boys. A little different. You find yourself in a narrow bed, one you've never slept in before, this place you now call home, sitting in darkness, waiting for red kisses to calm your pounding heart, placing oranges on the dresser. Your only friend stands in the window, stealing light from the car dealership's flashing sign across the street. He looks like the statue of David. The weight of his hand on the small of your back makes you feel protected, a kind of owning you by his care. You think to yourself, at least I'm not huddled in the cold pavement in a tent where everything is needed and there is nothing. You call this lonely hotel room home because your life begins here. Desire, your only power card, keeps score. Down the hall in a shared kitchen with cracked counter tiles, red with white trim. And acquaintance cooks cabbage and cauliflower and chicken broth. Muffled TVs and radios compete in shallow hallways. Denizens and urbanites, each sharing calamity's confusion, carefully construct comfort, starting over in this new place called home. This is from Valentine's Day, but I like it, so. It's called Valentine Fine-Tuned. I am God's son whom he loves, the Holy Spirit, my friend. She is golden snake, like Osiris, sun goddess. She allows me curiosity, sends lessons through unlikely messengers, my hands and feet at her command, my tongue her whip. Pray I am kind before my oppressor, lay down in submission, be polite, he says. Couch your words in sugar, direct light will dry them out, harden their edges, put creases where punctuation belongs. Read between lines as space fills a void, forests, fallen leaves litter and cushion my soul, my partner, my lover, my teacher, my destiny. Connection begins with you, microcosm of my place in line. From your Valentine, shrouded in love, revived from Lupercalia, she-wolf, celebrated in blood sacrifice, wiped clean with milk. Saint Valentine affirms new life in procreation. Transformed to red heart-shaped box filled with white snowflake designs, filled with mediocre chocolates to give. Called Digging Deep. Digging deep. What I pulled out was the forgiving of my mother, street lady living a block off Haight on Masonic. Suburbanite at 22, met my crazy street lady mom at her halfway house, nothing halfway about it. 1950, she abandoned husband and 3 kids, stayed in state hospital, didn't get better. Followed by 40 years living next door to St. Agnes, stringing rosary beads, drinking holy water, she sheltered her mind. Broken, not right in the head, they told us she was dead. Suspecting otherwise, I found her, forgave her for them. She forgave them too, my dad for divorcing her, then marrying my French-Jewish Holocaust surviving stepmom. How to navigate compounded trauma, resilient codependence, my legacy. We were as fine as we could be, swirling those crazy genes. That's all I have. Well, maybe one more that's a little bit on the upside here. This is called Concatenation. Universal footpath leads me to acceptance, awareness, grasp what's right and true, size up my dream direction, follow Boone and Tar's spirited night suspense, holding hidden agendas where anything can happen. Muni's overhead light rumbles past, street smart man convinced I should fly away while I can. He fears timelessness, yet we boomers excel at doing nothing, hanging out, flying high, stretch time, pulled long without end, stalk the North Star, bright and brilliant, party of poets, concatenate, paper doll trail linked by stories, integrated anthologies, illuminated, singular, unique particles, voices enhanced by many, fruitful in verse and song. That's good. Thank you so much.